friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tony. How are you doing? I hope you've had a very good month. I've missed you. I'm back with another play party review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Joyride. Joyride is a fairly new party on the scene, and you know what? There's been a lot of new parties cropping up, and I truly love that for us. I absolutely love that we have so many choices now of different parties we can go to. We can go to a day party on Sunday, which is what Joyride is. We can go to a party on Saturday, we go to a party on Friday. There's just an abundance of choice, and I'm here for it. Absolutely. Joyride has a residency at Corsica Studios every other week on a Sunday. So it's a day party. And you know, I love me a day party, which means I can get home at a responsible hour and sleep and not be tired the next day. This is what Joyride says about themselves. They are a queer, kinky party, a space to rave, play and connect for the and the curious. Spicy, I love it. Centered around the values of joy, freedom, deviance, Joyride prioritizes pleasure and exploration. Ooh! A play party after my own heart, for sure. Tickets are around £25, but early bird is a bit cheaper. I would say it's a very standard price. Good value for money, 100%. I really like that on their website they have very clear guidelines, which is super useful, especially because there are a lot of new people joining the scene, and I think it's just very handy to have. And a good thing about them as well is before you're allowed to go into the venue, you have to sign that you've read the code of conduct and you will uphold it, which is, of course, very essential. Let me actually read you some of the stuff on the guidelines. Consent is paramount. No racism, ableism, transphobia, homophobia, body shaming, ageism, all the usual stuff. They explicitly say that that Joyride is a protected space rather than say a safe space, because there are vulnerable people in those spaces, and no matter what you do, you can't prevent everything, unfortunately, which I think is great that they have that accountability there, and that they're saying that, you know, they're making steps to make it as safe as possible, but it's not always possible. Oh, and the dress code. The dress code is very, very important. What's in? Latex, lingerie, lace, leather, wet look, PVC, mesh. All my favourite things. All of my favourite things. They love nipples, bulges, butt cheeks, body hair. Tick, 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 tick. Chains, whips, harnesses, fetish. I don't know what that word is. Accoutrements, but no weapons. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to Google that after. Rave wear befitting of a kink party, because most of my outfits, they could definitely be worn at a rave. So if you're ever looking for an outfit, just search up rave wear, and you could definitely probably get away with wearing most of that to a kink party, or just like adjusting it slightly so it's a bit more scant. What is out is streetwear, civvy stuff, cotton briefs alone. That basically screams no effort, and the amount of times I've seen guys just do that, and it's like, come on man, you can do better. Moving on to the venue, I really loved it. I really liked the venue. It was a lot smaller than I was expecting, and when I say small, it means I mean that the cloakroom was outside. Yeah, and when it's cold and you're not wearing much clothes, it's very cold. It'll be better once it's a bit warmer, and the smoking area is outside as well. But once there's loads of bodies there and the heating is on, it's not too noticeable. But as soon as the bodies disappear, you do not want to be outside. No way. My favourite part of the venue is definitely the playroom. I loved how they laid everything out, and I love the custom furniture they have for the venue as well. You know, it's not your typical dark, seedy dungeon sort of furniture. It's giving cozy, it's giving inviting, and it's plush. It was a je ne sais quoi, you know? I love that. And I just loved the lighting. I loved how everything was spaced out. It was big enough for everyone. There was a second playroom upstairs, but I wasn't a huge fan of it, to be honest. I didn't want to really hang around there that much. It had a low ceiling, which wasn't a tall person's friend, and then it just seemed very cramped. So if you didn't make it upstairs, you weren't really missing out. The dance floor isn't the biggest, but I love that there was a platform over to the side where I could live out my performer fantasy of imagining people just scream my name and watching me perform as if they were my fans. The music at night was amazing too. I love that they're not afraid to book different sort of DJs, so a different kind of night. So I was there mostly to see Emerald, and it was really cool that they were able to tailor the DJs before that to kind of have the same sort of vibe as Emerald, which of course made the night just superb. I loved it. I was dancing my ass off right until midnight. Was midnight? I think it was till 11:30, but I was dancing away and I was having the best time. Another thing I loved about the venue and the night, the yummy vegan sandwiches at the bar. So apparently they sent out an email saying, you know, eat a big meal before you come because it's a day party. You're gonna get hungry. I didn't think to eat that much before I left, and so by the time it got to around 6 or something, I was hungry as fuck. And luckily, vegan sandwich to the rescue, and it was like a focaccia sandwich. And it was the best sandwich ever. And it could have just been because I was really, really hungry that it was the best thing I ever ate. But it definitely saved me and it refueled me and I was energized to keep going for the rest of the night. So if you are like me and you forget to eat, don't worry, they've got you covered. They also have free earplugs at the bar, which is great. My friend Kyra got some for the night because, you know, you have to protect your ears. You have to really protect your ears when you go into loads of parties. And I bought a pair of earplugs as well. They really make a difference. Accessibility wise, I got asked this recently about the parties, which ones were wheelchair friendly. From my perspective, I feel like the venue was very wheelchair friendly. There was an accessibility entrance. I didn't see it, but they mentioned there was one. But then once you got in, most of the main things were on one level. The upstairs playroom, very small. I didn't play, but I wouldn't have even wanted to go up there anyway, so you weren't missing anything out if you wanted to see what's upstairs. Wellbeing and safety wise, there was monitors dotted around, which I really loved. Security was very visible too. I didn't have any issues, but I'm pretty sure that if I did, I wouldn't have found it very difficult to tell someone or even find someone to say that I was having problems. As far as I'm aware, Joyride doesn't have any socials right now, or I haven't seen any advertised. They might, but I might have just missed it. But to be fair, they've only been going for a very short time now. They've had, at the time of this recording, they've only had 2 parties with several more planned, but I haven't seen any mention of a social being planned or organised. So there's that. There's not really an opportunity to kind of get to know people in a non-play setting, which would be nice, but it's not the end of the world because there's plenty of other socials out there where you can get to meet people beforehand, and there's a group chats that happen as well, so it's not really paramount, I don't think. Alright pals, I think that's everything. This is a very quick video because there wasn't a lot outside of the party to kind of really talk about, but let's just do a full rundown again to remind you of what I said. Venue, loved it, bit on the small side. Music, great, love the variety of DJs, love that it's accessible, love that it's day party, love that it was food, love everything basically. And I'm definitely going back. Let me know in the comments if you've been, what your thoughts were, and if you really enjoyed it, what you didn't like. Share with everyone, share with me. If you have any other parties that you want me to review, let me know as well in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on notifications, and I will see you next time. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this was. Anyways, bye. Love you guys. See you very soon.